Okay, guys. So you guys probably are wondering, why am I up so early? Well, let me tell you, it's holiday break, my puppies. It's holiday break, my camp. Remember, only you can help support the comic book universe by subscribing to my channel today. And boy oh howdy, I was feeling extra gay yesterday. Straight bozzy rozzy, which means shit's about to get down. It's about to get down. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Okay, so what's this video going to include? Well, it's going to be a bunch of different things in this video. One of the next things we're going to do is we're going to be making Joey's Memories number 4. Okay, so Joey's Memories. Okay. What is Joey's Memories? Okay, Joey's Memory is a song that my master of the music universe, Mr. Dave Suddreth, or Master Dave, as Master of the Music Universe, has wrote when he was my age. Back in his late 20s, he wrote that song after watching a rather disturbing video about a young teenager that had suffered so much depression to the fact that almost kind of was reminiscent to my adolescence. But the only downside to it was, he took his life to his hand. And him and his best friend Mark have just, they took the matters to their own hands, and then they did the thing. Slicey, slicey. Just like, the death of my also father, Master Eric. Yes, I know you guys keep wondering, why do I call my dad who abused me the Master Eric? You guys want to know why? Because he taught me the rest of the foundations in which you are watching on this channel right here, right now. So, without further ado, we are going to go after it. Let's get after it, shall we? Shall. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, what we always do, make awesome. That's what we're gonna do. So remember, this is Joey's Memories number 4. Last time on Joey's Memories number 4, no, this is Joey's Memories number 4. Okay, so scratch that. Last time on Joey's Memories, we had him and his friend Mark, in the third adventure. It was a really, really, really weird adventure. Well, him and his friend Mark went back to Texas, and then in that particular one, well, I'm not going to spoil it, so just go watch it, okay? It's underneath my shorts tab. Well, then I'm also writing a series called the Joey's Memory Series. You could watch that right on Hudson's Hut. The Joey's Memory Series. The continuation series that's done by my father, Master Dave. So now let's go after it, okay? Let's prop up my phone because I don't have a kickstand on my phone because that kickstand is straight bitchy bitch down. So, okay. Joey's Memories number 4. Ah, shit. Here it goes. Joey was back with his friend Mark, but then this one has been sung by legends such as me and my master Dave, for you to all enjoy. Despite the fact the third one was really weird, we come bound for another one. Let me remind you that he has come back from the dead. Yes, Joey came back from the dead, all the way since the second one. And when I made the third one that you might not have heard, that one was the weirdest one. So him and his friend Mark had went back again to the Texas home he has had. Then he realized his parents were super duper dead. They visited that cemetery, yes, to see his dead parents. To see his dead parents. But let me tell you again, my friends that don't know, Joey's Memories. Yes, this is Joey's Memories by Continuation by Hutchinson Productions Company. So then Joey and his best friend Mark went to Dallas again. They went and grabbed some T-bone steak on the grill, and then they had some baby back ribs. But then they realized they got kind of full, so they packed up in a doggy bag. They went home back to the apartment bachelor pad, and then they had some fun because they saw another Cowboys win. Because they saw another Cowboys win. Since Mike McCarthy has fired few years ago, since these songs were continued. Just so that you realize, I wanted to say that we're no longer screwed. We were no longer screwed anymore because our new coach at Cowboys, yes, our new coach at the Cowboys, has done wonders for the team again. For they've done wonders for the team again. We beat our two best rivals and won in the end. The NFL that were much hated. We beat Philadelphia and now we beat the Chiefs. That wasn't a really easy task. Now let me remind you, my beautiful friends, this is Joey's Memories. Yes, Joey's Memories. This is different than the last one was, but it's Joey's Memories. Yeah, Joey's Memories. So then on Thanksgiving he went home, but then he realized he had no family. But luckily him and Mark and his other friends had a rather awesome one when they saw their hometown win to the two best rivals that were the most overrated ones. Yes, the two most overrated teams. Yes, the two most overhated teams. But let me remind you again, my friends, this is Joey's Memories. Joey's Memories. A couple days go by and then they go to work and they hate their boss so much. But then they babbled on despite the fact their boss is a really fucked up dude. They were being treated rather rude by the stupid fucking boss and the stupid fucking big boss of Ken. Of their stupid big boss of Ken. So then him and Mark got home that night after it was 5 p.m. They went to the HEB to grab some groceries, and then they went back again. And then they went in Mark's car, and then they rode off again. And then they rode off again. Then they realized the car was almost out, and then they had to get some gas. So then they went to Buc-ee's, and then they had some brisket, and then it was all great again. Yes, it was all great again, 'cause it was all great again. Then when they got back on the interstate, they went home once again, because then they went home again. But let me remind you, there's another song of Joey's memories, of Joey's memories, Joey's memories. There will be a fifth one next year, a fifth episode. There will be a fifth episode and story of Joey's memories. Yes, Joey's memories. Next year there will be a fifth episode and a fifth adventure of the continuation of the Joey's Memory series, continued by your friend here at Hutchins Hut, in special collaboration with her friend Hutchins Hut Productions, and with our father in mind, our father that's deep inside our hearts, we affectionately love to call Master Dave, the master of the music universe. And let me remind you guys, until next time, we will see you on the Hut.